Alright guys, today I'm going to show y'all my freshly picked up Havoc boat. I just picked this thing up yesterday. I got home last night, went out to Arkansas, picked it up from the actual company where they build them, from the plant. And I could have picked any boat, but I picked a Havoc boat. And you know, you're going to say why? The answer to that is simple. They are the best. I mean, this boat was built by a hunter for hunters in the swamps of Arkansas. This is where this thing's designed from. And everything about this boat is stout. This is the Vjst. This is a 1653, meaning it's 16 long, 53 across the bottom. That's exactly what I wanted, the 1653. This is my dream boat. Everything on here I ordered exactly what I wanted on it. From this light bar. I got one row LEDs all the way around it. I didn't want the big tall double one. It's just more you got to step over, more hanging. This is plenty bright. I've got the trolling motor mount built in on it. Already comes from the factory, plug, wires ran. All I got to do is put a motor on it. This boat has the rub rail, replaceable all the way around it. That's really nice, just to be able to replace that when it gets beat up. If you come back here to the back, you're going to see this step transom. That's what the ST stands for. And let me just show you a great feature. This is not even in the water, obviously, but up here at the boat ramp. I'm in. How nice is that? That is great. Absolutely great. Getting down, simple, nice and easy. As we get back here to the transom, I mean, this thing is beefed out. This is stout. Even the hooks, look at this thing. This is stout as it can be. We got diamond plate right here. Everything from here up, the whole inside of this boat, the paint is textured. Everything, even as I come around here, even up under here. So if you're grabbing a hold here, you got texture up under here. It's going to help you from sliding, slipping, going to keep you from busting your butt when this stuff gets wet, basically. Right here I got my OS handle or grab bar. Right here is my push button for my hydraulic jack plate, which we'll get to in a minute. That's on the back. All my switches right here, fuses. Right here, as I'm sitting right here driving, everything's right here at my control. Just reach here, turn it on. I have a huge storage box here. Goes all the way back. In the back, I've got a lip built in to keep stuff from sliding. You can only go so far. These boxes are massive. Check it out. Shock built right in, holds it up, helps it open. Pull it up. 2 batteries will fit in here and a 6-gallon gas tank easily vented. Bilge pump in the back, right there, perfect. So for the power package, I went with a 50 horsepower Yamaha. I could have put any motor I wanted on it. I went with the Yamaha because, I mean, you cannot go wrong with a Yamaha. It costs a little more money, yeah. Yamaha is proven time over, time out. You cannot go wrong with a Yamaha. The big tiller right here, I got a 15 pitch prop on the back of this baby, which has been tested for these boats, and it's about as good as you can ask for without going all customed out. One key feature that I ordered on this boat is a Vjst hydraulic kick plate. This thing gives me, I forget how many inches of lift I've got on this one. And I don't want to tell you wrong, but it is a lot of travel. And this is going to get me into those tight spots. I'll be able to jack that thing up and get peak performance out of that engine. Once I figure out where that thing runs the best on plane, these numbers right here on this jack plate, as you can see right here, all I got to do is remember, all right, this thing runs great at 5.5, 5.25, and it's done. As we come up inside here, I specifically wanted this perforated metal floor. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to save the weight. The full metal floor, a lot of people like that. I like this because it's going to keep the boat light and it's going to still do the same thing. This stuff is stout. I mean, you're not going to mess this up at all. Nothing's going to drop down fish hooks. Nothing's going to go through there, wash it out. I had the gun rod shelf put in here. Once you stick something up in there, it's all padded. You can stick your fingers up in there and feel the padding. So your rod's not going to get beat up. I think my bow unstrung will go right in there too as well. That's where my bows are going to be. I went with the high deck option. They make a step down deck. I wanted as big a deck as I could get just for if I'm up here fishing. I got just plenty of room to walk and I'm not stepping down, tripping, falling. I wanted as big a deck as I could possibly get on this boat. That's what they built me. You got two options. You got the step down or the high deck. The high deck worked for me. Once again, got the shock there to hold that up. I'm not down here fumbling around, that thing hitting me in the head. It's up or it's down. Lots of storage. Once I get this boat set up with everything in it, I'm going to come back and do another video, just showing you how much room these boxes have. And I'm going to dive more into that jack plate, that Vjst kicking jack. Show you just the advantages that thing gives you and what it does. But another reason that I went with the Havoc is the people behind it. Tim Scott actually met his wife at a boat plant. She was his helper. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And the guy's been building boats since he was 18 years old. That's all he's ever done. And their son B works there with them at the plant. Lots of the employees they still have there have been with them 10, 12 years, even longer. I mean, that says a lot right there about the man and the family there, if they can keep employees that long. But they're just a good example of the American dream. Work hard, keep your head down and accomplish your goals. But these boats are built to last, stout. And this is a tool to me. This is a tool. I'm going to beat the hell out of it. I'm going to get it muddy. I'm going to scratch it. I'm going to take care of that engine, and I'm not going to purposely damage this thing, but there's going to be times it's going to take a beating, and I know it's going to hold up. I'm not going to be sitting on the sandy beach in the river in a chair drinking a margarita with red and blue lights flashy all over. This is a hunting tool, and I'm planning on getting it bloody, scratched, and beat up, and I know it's going to last. If y'all in the market for one of these things, I suggest you look it up and do a little study on them. Havoc has a YouTube page, and they actually have a really good podcast. It's called Off the Clock with B. Scott. Check it out on YouTube as well. And down there at, I think the first episode of that podcast, there's an episode called Meet the Scotts. Watch that. And you'll learn about the family and the history behind these boats and see what they've endured to get to this point. But, you know, and they are the best. There's 2 copycats of this exact hull. I'm not going to name any names, but if you do enough research on duck boats, you'll see the copycats. It's obvious. And they are always striving to make something better. When I was there 2 days ago at the factory, they had a boat in there, steel painted primer, a prototype that they were tweaking a few things on and trying to stay on top. And I pulled this thing all the way back from Arkansas. It's well built. The axles are in the perfect spot. I don't get any sway at all. Everything, all the weight's back here. That's where your axle needs to be. That's right where it's at. It's perfect. All LED marker lights, LED backlights, nice tires and wheels from the plant. And man, I tell you, I couldn't be happier. Yep, these marker lights, you can back in and out, and you can see your trailer. You're not wondering where it is in the dark. Everything about it's first class. I'm tickled to death. We're about to go splash it. I got my buddy Jason gonna meet me, and another friend of mine, Kane, may end up meeting us down here. But if the Lord blesses us with a hog tonight, he's gonna ride out on this front deck. So I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for all your comments, and count your blessings. We're going hunting.